about the playoff series against the Celtics last year? What stands out the most to you?
I just think that it was just a very physical, hard-nosed playing series. Throughout the games, it was just very competitive, and but just the physicality of it. It was a tough series.
Do you remember Game 1? Yeah, I think you had 24 points, 12 rebounds. Just remember that game?
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah, I mean, I remember it somewhat. I know that it was the first game in Atlanta. I felt like, the team over there, we came out with with great energy, and we were able to sustain it, throughout the game. I do remember from that game that the Celtics, made a run late in that game and got back into it, and we pulled away at the end.
How do you prepare for a couple of veterans who may not have had their best regular season, but are going to be different players in the postseason, a la Dwayne Wade and Rajon Rondo?
I think we prepare the same way. This is we just got to focus in, do the things that we do, right? So watch film, go over coverages, look at tendencies, just things that will help us. But we know what they're capable of. We know that they've played in big games before. They're comfortable in that, and for us, it's just making sure that we help each other and that we stay together.
Isaiah was talking about how after you signed the big contract, you came here and you told him, "I'll do whatever I can to help you." Do you remember that conversation? Why did you say that?
Yeah. I mean, I just think that it was important for him to know that, one of the big reasons I was coming here was because of him and the potential that I saw, in him as a player, and obviously it's about the team, but he's a big part of what we do. So I just wanted to make sure that I let him know that I was going to try to help him as best as I could to make the game easy for him, make the game easy for our team, and just help us win games. That's what you want to do. You want to come and win and be in positions to do some special things.
Is that something you saw in this playoff series last year, the potential of Isaiah?
Really throughout, as far as Isaiah as a player, he was just somebody that I just seen, progressively get better, over the years in the NBA, and this year he just took a whole nother level. I don't think none of us saw this big of a leap coming, but it's something that's been it's been fun for me to be here and be able to see that and be a part of that.
What can you do out in that, especially that high post position? What you guys did last year against him was pin downs and really putting long guys in front of him. How can you help to open things up for him and maybe give him another option if Chicago does the same?
Yeah, I mean, the thing with us is not only me but our bigs. Our jobs is to get him open, making sure that he's in positions so he can be successful. That also, he's gonna have to read the defense as well, because as you guys know, that the playoffs, it changes, the intensity changes, and he has to keep playing this game the same way, but also recognize when he is being doubled, or when he needs to make the extra pass. He knows how to play, and he'll figure it out. But for the bigs, for us, is making sure that we getting them open. Anytime that I see him in the perimeter and he can get an easy shot, we want to get it to him, to Avery, and to our guys, just to really get them feeling good and getting some open looks, because they're usually guarded pretty heavy.
Last year in the playoffs, you guys were able to trap them pretty effectively, but do you feel this year you've really figured out how to beat the trap in the playoffs, especially with you here with your ball skills out on the perimeter?
I think that the biggest thing against double teams, it's movement. I think that you can really get teams into trouble by moving the ball quick, making quick decisions, and you'll get whatever you want. So it's kind of like a pick your poison. You're either gonna guard us straight up, or if you're gonna double us, we're gonna find a way, and they'll figure out what they need to do.
Al, you've been here before. How do you make sure your team will look past this first round opponent to potential opponents down the road?
Can you say that question again?
Yeah, how do you make sure that your team doesn't look past this first round opponent, the Bulls, and sort of look ahead and potentially Cleveland or somebody else down the road?
Yeah, I mean, we can't. We're in a position that, this is our first time as a group, coming into the playoffs together. We haven't really, accomplished anything in the postseason, so this is all we have. It's a great challenge. Chicago, they have a lot of good veteran players, guys that know how to play, and we need to, stay locked in what we have.
You've played with some defensive Bulldogs, but how special is that trio of Marcus, Avery, and Jay?
It's a special group, tough, very resilient, and they're just relentless, and I believe that, in the playoffs they'll be even more focused, and they're as good as a trio as I've been played with.
Can you talk about game one and just getting off to that fast start, knowing that you're at home?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's just important to, to come out playing the right way, setting the pace early, making sure that we're able to run our offense, that we get good ball movement, and then on the defensive end, we just have to make sure that, that we really stick to our game plan and really stay solid, make them earn every shot. We have to be great at contesting shots. If we do those things, I think that will take care of everything else.
You said a few days ago that you're looking forward to this postseason experience more than any of the past. What makes this group so special to you?
I think it's just the potential, that I see with the group, and from where we were at the beginning of the year till now, I feel like we've improved a great deal. At the beginning of the year, I think there was a lot of uncertainty, and a lot of our younger guys have really, really grown up, and I feel like still some of our younger guys they haven't played their best basketball yet, especially some of our bench guys, and Jalen and Terry, and I believe that once the playoffs come now, I think that they are going to, they're due to to break out, and obviously the rest of our team, I just feel good about them, just their toughness, their commitment, and I know that they want to win, and it's going to be fun. We're really excited about it.
Final question, Brown, please.
What do you think the Bulls do the best? What's the best thing they do?
I think that the Bulls really do a great job of getting out of transition. I think Jimmy Butler presents a lot of problems when he's able to get out and run in transition, and they look for him, and they're able to finish. So I think that's when they're most dangerous, when they're getting out in transition. So we have to make sure that we do a good job of getting back on defense and just containing them.